I want to make an announcement. This November, for the first time in 140 years, the 8th Congressional District will send a Republican to Congress.
Yeah.
I think you need to ask yourself two questions. Who is the candidate that has the best chance of beating Roy Herring? And who is the candidate that will make the best congressman? And tonight, I hope to prove to you that I'm that candidate on both counts. There are a lot of good things that happen in campaigns. One of those things is meeting old friends. I don't mean that we're old, but they've been friends a long time. Martha Jernigan and Nick Nichols are friends from Union City from years back. Martha and I grew up 2 doors apart on 6th Street in Union City. If you want to know some dirt on me, she knows some dirt on me. I know some dirt on me too, Martha. But there campaigns, there's some wonderful things that happen in campaigns that I didn't anticipate. Working with family has been a wonderful thing. All of my children have been involved in the campaign. My wife has been involved in the campaign. She introduced me up in Troy. We had 130-some people at a barbecue in Troy, and she introduced me. I barely recognized myself. She never talks that nicely about me at home, I know that. I went in a bank in Carroll County just a couple of weeks ago. Introduced myself to a lady behind the desk. I'm Ron Kirkland, I'm running for Congress. I need your vote. She said, I know you. You took my tonsils out in 1986. And I said, open your mouth. And she went, and I said, I recognize you. So it is wonderful, but that story continues. It made a real impression on me because a man walked up and smiled and said, you took care of me a few years ago when I was hit in the face with a baseball and my eye socket was broken. You met me in the emergency room. I was in a lot of pain. You took me to surgery. And you fixed my problem, and I'm doing fine today. And I said, are you sure you're fine? Because I wanted to know. He said, I'm fine. My vision's good. Everything is fine. 2 people right there that I'd helped in my profession as a physician. But the story didn't stop there. He said, I brought my son to you a few years ago with an earache that no one could diagnose. And you examined him, and in the examination you tapped on his teeth and said, I think one of these teeth is causing the problem. And we took him to the dentist, got his tooth taken care of, and his pain went away, his earache went away. So in 5 minutes I had 3 testimonials for me, which really made that a great day for me, because that's my profession. This is a brand new vocation for me to try to go to Congress on your behalf. And I think that's what we need in Congress, is people who want to be public servants, and who don't want to be career politicians. That's what I'm all about. This is a really frightening time in our country. I think we all agree on that. I see our country, I see our republic dangling on a thread that could break at any time, and that thread is our Constitution. And we all believe in it. We're being led by a young and inexperienced president who took an oath to preserve, protect, and defend our Constitution, yet he's not doing that. He's ignoring our Constitution while he attacks the very foundation of our country. And I believe he wants to change us into something that is not America. And I am opposed to that, and I will always be opposed to that. He's being advised by people who are socialists, perhaps even Marxists, like Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid. And I don't agree with their philosophy. I don't agree with their plan for this country. I don't think you agree with it either. I think we need to change the way things are being done in Washington. I think we need to put our country back on its foundation of the Constitution and morality, which has been taken away from it. There's never been a time in my memory that we needed someone with experience and leadership ability to go to Washington and represent us and go to work for us the first day. If you want someone who will represent you as Tennessee taxpayers, Tennessee voters, I'm your man. Because I think this is your seat, and I will represent you. Let me take a minute and tell you a little bit about myself. 40 years ago, I was Sergeant Ron Kirkland in Vietnam. And about this time, a little bit later, I actually graduated from college from UT Martin while I was in the middle of Vietnam. Brought up and all that, ended up over there as an enlisted man. I'm proud I served my country. I'm proud to be a Vietnam veteran.